the building into a vertical plane. Kasi when we started, floor plan pa lang tayo. So horizontal cut, di ba, ang floor plan? But now, we're gonna project it into a vertical plane. So now we have your elevation. So from your floor plan, you project it vertically. So now you have your elevation, or synonym mo siya sa facade. So literally, kung ano makita mo sa exterior face of the house, of the building, that's your facade. But definitely, you have four sides of a building, unless may slanted ka na portion, so may introduce ka na symbol dyan sa floor plan, so that you'll know na may special elevation siya. So, you have 4 front elevation, left side elevation, right side elevation, and rear elevation. So, very common, left elevation lang ilang butang. So, make sure na na-word na side. So, you have more or less 5 steps so that you can properly execute your elevation. So, isa-isahin natin. So, that's why it's easier kung magamit kayo ng parchment or tracing. It's not required, but it's easier lang na i-overlay mo ang mga drawings mo. So, you'll know saan sila mag-coincide. Kung ipatong-patong mo, nag-align ba ang mga walls. So, you start with your, ilagay mo in such a way na ang drawings mo on top of each other. Nasa taas siya, literally. So, nandito ang floor plan mo, and then yung blank paper mo is nasa baba siya para ibaba mo yung mga reference lines, yung walls mo, exterior walls, your porch, your door openings, your window openings. So, lahat yan siya, ibaba mo, paggamit ka ng reference lines. So, and then step 2, determine the height of walls, doors, and windows. So, these heights are just may mabigay tayo na later, no? So, guidelines na yan. But this floor level, ceiling height, dapat mapakita nyo siya. So, height of ground and second floor, you have 3 main. So, you have natural ground line, pero pwede mo yun siya i-shortcut into NGL. You have ground floor finish line, or FFL. And then, you have second floor line. So, second FFL din yan siya. Third, second floor ceiling line, ma-shortcut mo din yan siya to CL. And then, you also have to determine the height and the bottom of your window. Window seal meaning bottom of window, and sa top or window height and door height mo. So, walang standard yan. You as a designer will designate gano'ng kataas ang window mo, hanggang saan siya. So, dito mo yan siya makita sa elevation and sa door and window schedule, which is next meeting pa. So now, sa step 3, outline the main form. So, darken the lines na. So, ito, naka-pencil lang yan siya, dito yan siya i-ball pen. So now, alam mo naman sana second floor, sana NGL. So, darken the lines na. So, i-darken mo na yung window opening, door opening, yung walls itself, and then, proceed to the second floor. Saan ang second floor finish floor line? Same din sa door, sa bottom of your window, ceiling line. And, so again, and then, so yan, magamit natin ang grid line. Kung may grid line ka sa floor plan, mas easier na i-plot mo siya na. Hindi mo na siya balikan-balikarin na. How will they know it's a front elevation? So, i-base mo lang sa grid line mo. Kaya kung nakalagay dyan, CBA, then baka rear elevation yan. Diba? So, very convenient na naakay grid line in your elevations. So now, step 3 is you put your roof. So, kailangan may roof plan ka para, so, same ani, diba? May kung simple lang na isa lang ang apex. But in terms of, in case of this one, dagan siya apex, so, na siya duha. So, put your roof. So, again, face your roof plan previously made and align the floor plan with your elevation. So, kung may building line ka dyan, so alam mo dito yan, and then dapat ito align siya sa roof eaves. So, lahat yan, i-flat mo din yan siya same sa ginawa mo sa walls. So, determine the height of the main roof. Walang standard. It depends on you as a designer, but syempre merong minimum to stagnant ang water sa roof. So, you can go as low as 1 meter. So, in this example is 2.5. So, i-plot mo din yan siya. Saan si 2.5? And then from there, i-plot mo si apex. So, alam mo na dyan si apex. So, yan si apex. And then now, you connect it to the end of your eaves. Yeah, to the end of the eaves, to the apex. So, not necessary na imagine mo lang yan, mag-45 degree ka ha. Sa roof plan ka lang mag-45 degree. But sa elevation, you have dapat mag-match si, kung asan si roof apex, sa end of the eaves, i-connect mo yan siya. And make sure all angles of the roof are the same. Kung anong angle dito, dapat same din yan. Kung anong angle dito, same din yan. So kung medyo off guard yan, ibig sabihin may malit ka sa mga angles mo dyan, sa iyong eaves. And then, so alam mo ito ang main roof, right? Yeah, so alam mo na same sila ng roof height kasi kalinya sila. But this one, meron siyang roof apex dyan, pero nagbaba pa siya dito, di ba? Nagbaba siya. So how will you determine kung sa ano ang height niya? I-calculate, right? Ano mo pa ba yan? I-try ko mo pa ba yan? So what you will do is, i-follow mo ang apex dito, and then saan siya tama dito sa main roof mo. So from there, you mag-connect ka ng horizontal line, and you saan ka ng apex. So dyan lang, hanggang dyan lang din siya. So now, you connect it. So kung mag-match ang angle niya, then tama ang ginawa mo. Okay? So you really need your roof plan for your elevations. Questions? Okay. So for our activity later, kayo bahala anong height, but definitely, hindi yan siya 0.5 lang. So ano na, 1.5, pwede ka mag 1.5, pwede ka mag 2 meters. So add the necessary tags and details. So again, very important, grid lines, door and window tags. Next meeting pa natin yan siya ma-topic. So very common, ito ang wala halos lahat sa inyo. What type of elevation or what drawing is this? So front elevation and scale. So for this one, pwede pa tayo wala dito kasi konti pa lang ng drawings natin. But if you're gonna use this, so this one is your drawing number sa page. So kung let's say my front, my left side elevation ka, so let's assume this is the first drawing, so A1. So ito, anong meaning ng 01? Anong page siya naka? So maybe naglagay ka ng symbol na let's say kung ano to, ilagay mo sa floor plan. So saan mo man gilagay? So let's say page 1. And then, where is this drawing shown? So page 1 din siya. So again, drawing number, where the drawing is cut, and where the drawing is shown. And then, elevation tags. So, some of you nag-apply na nito, but not necessary actually ang ganitong symbol. Pwede lang yan siya na mag-label ka na ng apex, ceiling line, second floor line, finished floor line. Ano meaning ng NGL? National. Natural. Okay. And then, so very important also, very common sa inyo na yes, may mga dimensions, but ano ba ang total height ng house? Patio po ba ba? So dapat nakabigay na yan kung ano nga total height. So for the, okay, symbols are not necessary. So key important also in drawing your elevations na line weights are very important. Kasi ba, it can be overwhelming na madaming details, madaming symbols. So what you do is apply the proper line weights para mag-pop ang the building itself, the whole building, and yung mga elements na that are near to you. So same itong roof, alam mo na mas sa harap mo ito compared itong roof na to sa likod. So also important of line weight. So naka-bold again ang main structure. And then same of also application of line weights. And you can also add shadow. So same nito, meaning may word na can. So not all the time, not necessary na provide nyo ang shadow. That's just being extra. Bawal naman tulog, pakigising. Bawal na ha. Ano yung niya? And somehow, no, you already have an idea pa na, okay siya, nagkani siya, nag-control di siya, kasi nag-cut siya ng shadow. So it helps, but kung basic lang, ganyan lang elevation nyo, then it's okay also. So same sa roof plan nyo, di ba? Hindi man required ang shadow, but some of you already applied the application of shadow. So, questions sa elevations, get some natin you know. So now we move on to section. So it describes a cut through the body of a building perpendicular to the horizontal line. So this is again your floor plan. So ito yung horizontal. So now perpendicular naman tayo. So this is your perpendicular plane that is cutting through the building itself. So what does a section reveal? Why is it very important? It reveals the interior and exterior profiles, spaces, and material membranes or walls that separates interior from exterior, providing a view of the object that is not usually seen. Di ba? Elevation na makita lang natin is this one. Hindi magaling natin makita na may mga truss system pa dyan, ano ba, ano mga components ng eaves nyo, saan nakatago si downspout. Di ba? Hindi natin, makita natin sa elevation is a finished product na. So, buha ko pa siya. So, ang section, it conveys more details. And you can label it cross-section or longitudinal section. So when you say longitudinal section, that's the longer side of the floor plan. So dyan ka nag-cut. So cross-section, that's a shorter side. So saan ka nag-cut. Or, you can also label it section through A, section through B, section through C. Kasi may times na it's really complicated na kailangan mo na talaga ng maraming section na. So you need to provide 10 sections na. So, ano man yan, di ba? So section through A, section through B, section through C, D, E, so depende. So, I don't think there's really a confusion with regards to difference of floor plan sections, no? But both describes cuts. So the one is horizontal and the other is vertical. So horizontal division of a plan, cuts through walls only. That's why makita natin ang mga finished floors sa floor plan. While ang section, on the other hand, are capable of showing cuts through both walls and floors and organize space in alignment with the size and scale of standing human figure. So that's why it helps if you provide a human scale so that you know agad na, okay, this one has a very high ceiling, taller windows. You already have the impression kung ano ang design ng bahay. So more or less, you have 4 steps to produce a informative section. So this is an example of a section. So yes, no, merong mga rooms. So even kung makat nyo si kitchen, make sure makita si countertop. So alam nyo na ang height nito. Tama ba? So diba nasa PDF file man natin ito yung actual dimensions. So these are the common dimensions. Kasi, di ba, nakatry na ba kayo na sa isang bahay or sa building? From the natural ground line, walang step up. So usually wala. Naano na yung 1 step, 2 steps. So ang maximum riser for the steps is 250. So alam natin na from there dapat may 2 steps siya. So minimum ceiling height, 2.4, but you can go as high as 4 meters, 3 meters. So this one, since wala tayong ceiling, I think this is 2.7 plus 0.3. So parang 3 meters siguro itong sa atin. So with this one, 2.4, that's the lowest you can go. Actually, dapat 2.7 yan siya. Or sige, so 2.4, 0.3. So example lang naman yan siya. So, is it expected na ganito ka-detail na section nyo? So of course not. So what you can do is, i-hatch nyo yan siya or i-shade nyo lang siya na black. And then even sa soil, you can hatch it or i-shade nyo lang ng black. And then, most very common mistake is, hindi sila nag-label ng rooms. Make sure na i-label nyo ang rooms kung saan yung makat nyo. Okay? So shading, cross-hatching, or other fill styles and or thicker lines can be used to indicate parts of the structure that have been cut through, such as walls, roofs, and floors. And even to the point na ang door frames nyo. Kung nakat nyo yan, anything that has been cut, dapat i-hatch nyo, use very thick lines to indicate na naka-cut mo yan siya. So you have three types of sections. You have sectional elevation. So this is what we are doing. These drawings not only show the cut, but they also show the features beyond the cut, usually drawn in thinner lines to help the viewers understand the volumes in the foreground against the other volumes beyond. And you also have sectional perspective. So ito yung example. This type of drawing shows the cross-section, then a perspective of the spaces beyond. Sectional perspectives can be very expressive and more informative. And you have your section details. Example nito is yung mga coverage detail as per last activity. Diba? Grabe na kalaki na drawing. So these drawings are a small part of the larger section, zoomed in to show more detail about how materials come together. So example of a sectional elevation, so even the stairs, so di ba makita ang doors? So very important sa section na makita ang doors, ang windows, anything that cannot be moved, like kitchen counter, overhead cabinet, di ba fixed man yan siya, so ipakita mo yan siya sa section. So you can even be extra na i-introduce nyo din yung mga TV, sofa, so kayo na bahala, but definitely all fixtures should be shown. So example of this, may nag-ask kung kailangan ba naka-hatch ba yun? Yung soil. So pwede nyo na hindi i-hatch, but just make sure na may solid line, and then dapat may shading. So, parang naka-shade siya. Anything that has been touched should be shaded. So mga door elevation, so next meeting na yan. So kung ma-apply nyo na to sa plate, better. Kung diba alam nyo naman yan kung saan ang corner ng triangle, dyan ang hinge. So even ang tile, so kung may CR kayo na nag-aanan or sa kitchen, ipakita nyo ang backsplash, yung tiles diba sa likod ng countertop, and then even sa tiles ng CR. So again, very important ang grid lines. Next, so this is an example of a section na hindi naman siya mali, but pwede na hindi ganito. So no need na makita ang mga structural elements, just shade it lang. So example of sectional perspective, so di ba, hindi siya 2D but it's going beyond and 3D pa talaga. And then for section details, or kung tawagin blow-up section or detail, so ito na yung, di ba, kung makita natin ang elevation, hindi na natin ma-appreciate ang roof kasi madami siyang kasama ng mga elements like the roof. So this one, walang roof system na dyan. It's just the roof itself, which is blow-up section or blow-up detail. Example of a section. Again, cabinet with details, coverage details, tile layout, spout, diba? Example na yan siya ng spout or section details. So when you cut something sa floor plan, so how will you show na, okay, for this material, it's made of wood, it's made of concrete. So you have different types of hatching. Depende sa'yo, but as long as you can, papakita nyo yan sa legend nyo. So the scale of a section also, di ba, it varies. It will depend on the size of the building being drawn and the level of detail that needs to be shown. So since ang ating section man, we just want to show the ceiling height, the placement of the doors, the roof height. So pwede lang tayo 1:100, 1:50. So sections may show the entire building or may focus on a particular component, junction, or assembly. So different types of cross-hatching can be used to differentiate between different types of component on detailed sectional drawing. So again, sa section nyo later, you can use this one. Again, this is the proper way of dimensioning. Diba? So, i-break down nyo muna yung mga information na maliliit. And then from there, i-total mo. Bakit mo ito nakatotal si 3 meters? Kasi this is your ground floor total height. So from your ground floor to the ceiling height, and then yung slab thickness, yung detail. So one detail yan siya. And then, finally, ang total. So in summary, plan, section, and elevation are different types of drawings used by architects to graphically represent a building design and construction. So a plan drawing is a drawing on a horizontal plane showing a view from above, so top view yan siya. An elevation drawing is drawn in a vertical plane showing a vertical depiction. Again, that's your view from the outside of the house. But a section drawing is also a vertical depiction, but one that cuts through a space to show what lies behind. So you have your A9. So you will submit 2 drawings, elevation and section. So again, the floor plan is given na. The section plan is given. So saan man ang view? Towards the kitchen or living area? Kitchen. Towards the kitchen. So, ganito ang. So some of you will show it na rectangular. May iba na parang triangle lang. And there's also a symbol arrow sa. So you call this section through A. Or pwede nyo yan siya cross section. Okay lang. So dimensions are given. So make sure, kung ano man ang elevation, make sure na mag-reflect ang grid line nyo. So that you'll know. Any elevation, any side will do. Kung saan man ang front elevation, saan man ang left side, kayo bahala. Kung para sa iyo, ito ang front, then okay lang din. Longitude din ang section. The section cut has already been given. Scale is 1:15. Color is optional. Dapat sa pen and ink. Tiny paper. So if you want to submit 2 pages, one of each ang floor plan, elevation and section, then kayo bahala. So details to show. Show your furniture sa section, meaning dapat makita ang ref, makita ang countertop height, makita ang overhead cabinet, range hood, sink, yung niya, yung window, grid lights, dimensions, labels, diba? Kasi may nakat nga, so you have to label the room. So roof design, kayo bahala. Basta dapat na ay eaves, na ay gutter, and shed roof or sloping in one direction na roof is not allowed. Deadline is October 25, the same as 1:30, same kanina. So para kung gusto nyo tawag nun, magpa-consult, then okay na. So, examples. Example of drawings. So again, take note, you can use this one. Again, minimum lang ang 2 points more ha. Pwede ka mag 2.7, pwede ka mag 3 meters. Kayo bahala. But definitely, meron kang step up na at least 1 step. So as you can see here, show steps sa section or elevation. How many steps na yan. So an example of your gutter. So, di ba usually sanay tayo ang tips is nakaganito. So, may times na nakaganyan din yan siya. So, you can do it even a barnyard ceiling, di ba? Na-open yan siya lahat. So, makakita niyo yan siya sa section. So, bottom of gutter, you can use this one, 350. Ano yung gamit niyo sa inyong, di ba nakita sa roof plan, no? So, you can use 350. So, ang eaves nyo ha, when you say eaves, iba lang yan siya. So, iba din yan si gutter. Next example is, what if, so ito yung example na one full sectioning na lang yung gutter and si eaves. And then again, diba, nakalabel ang rooms, kung anong nakat, grid line, so label, saan yung apex, bottom of gutter, finished floor line. So what if nakat ang door? Same nung sa door nung closet. So you can show it like this lang. You can even show the door jamb of the door. And then sa window, even the detail of the window, you can show. And, yun lang. So makita dapat yung window sa kitchen. So questions. So, dapat ang progress check later, 4 p.m. Dili ka ng 5 minutes worth ng progress ha. Dapat ka ng at least man lang 15 minutes worth. Or else, walang firma. Questions?
If sketch naman is ganun drop.
Dapat scale. Basta dili na siyang drawing lang for the sake of progress check. So, may banana na siya later. So, makita ang at least saan pa kayo mag-start? You can start sa elevation, sa section.
Yes, okay na i-clear lang ang
Okay lang. Basta ka ng tanong